Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So, in last episode, we had the last half of the off season, and we did the re-sign stage. Well, not the re-sign stage, the free agency, and we signed a couple young prospects for the minors, including Yoni Tuwola, I think his name was, Rupi Hintz or something like that, and there's a few other guys too. They're all playing in the minors currently. Hopefully, they grow to be something. Also, we started up the season simulation. We were going to sim all the way up to the deadline in that video, but however, our team just was not playing very well, so I decided to end the video, and it was running pretty long. That episode was like 30-something minutes long, so. But our record is not very good at the moment. We're 10-21-3, so, and we're like the worst team in the league, so if we're lucky, we might get another first overall pick if we keep playing bad. But I decided to go ahead and change up the lines just because our lines were, I don't know if it was the main cause of the problem. So our first line originally was minus 24 in plus minus, and they only put up 59 points. But now our first line has Barchi on the left side because you got the sniper. You got Horvat, who's the two-way forward in the middle, and then you got a playmaker in Granlund on the right wing. Then on the second line, you got a playmaker in Nemesnikov, Suter is the centerman, another two-way player, and then a power forward in Jake Virtanen, but sorry, I can't speak this morning. Third line, you got a nice kind of defensive line. You got Hansen, who's a grinder. Marcus Granlund, even though he's our leading point man, I'm putting him as the third line center. He's a two-way forward, and same with Jason Zucker. And you got Kevin Fiala, Brian Boyle, and Reed Boucher. That line stayed the same just because that line was actually the best for, one of the best plus-minus lines on our team. So I decided just to leave it. Originally our line 2 was the worst line for plus-minus. So that's why I had to change that up, especially because it was a minus 44 combined. Line 3 was a minus 17. So line 3 was the best defensive line. Hopefully that's the same. For this portion. Line 4 was minus 22, so our entire team was like really badly plus minus. On defense, originally our top 2 pairing was minus 23, so I changed that up as well. So now you got Hutton with Tanev. The second line was originally minus 22, so I have Uelevi with Goodbranson. And then the third defensive pairing, just because these guys are both listed as top 6 defensemen, I have them both on the third defensive pairing, and that line shouldn't be that bad for defense, as originally it was a minus 15 with Uelevi down there, so that was like the best plus minus line on the team. So and then I think I also changed up the power play, I believe. So we got Barchi with Horvat and Granlund, Uelevi and Hutton. Fiala, I gave him some power play time just because he's got some good shooting categories. Well, kind of at the moment, it's still probably on the rise, but I decided just to add him there. He's also got good passing, so, but he plays with Suter and Nemesnikov, and then you got Stetcher with Tanev. 4-man power play looks like that. Not going to go into depth with that. And then PK, I changed up a bit as well, so you got Brian Boyle with Yannick Hansen. Then you got 2 defensive defensemen in Goodbranson and Triemkin. Then Bo Horvat and Marcus Granlund, both are two-way forwards. And then you got Tanev and Uelevi. So hopefully the PK improves. And then there's the 3-man PK. You got Brian Boyle and Bo Horvat. So that's a look at our updated line. So in this episode, we are probably going to sim the rest of the season. Unless I make maybe a big trade and it takes up a lot of time. But let's get the simulation started. So remember, our record currently before I made those line changes is 10-21-3. So I'll write that down actually quickly in a sec. Okay, I penciled that in. So now let's go to the middle of this month of January. So 10-21-3. Hopefully our record shifts around, but I don't really mind if it doesn't, because hopefully we go get that first overall pick again. And we start off with 2 losses back to back, I think. Yep, we're losing still games. I don't even know why. Even after those line changes. Oh, there's a win against Nashville, though. Game against Florida, they're a good team actually this year. well, kind of. And we got an injury, god damn it. So Mikael Granlund's been injured with a sprained ankle. Estimated return is January 13th, so at least it's just a week. But still, that could have been a lot worse. So let me just edit the lines, and I'll see you guys back up in a sec. Okay, guys, so Derek Dorsett is back in the lineup in replacement, so hopefully he doesn't take any stupid penalties, and already Mikael Granlund's back, so I'll see you guys in a sec again. Okay, there you go, guys, and we won on the shootout. Hopefully Granlund doesn't get re-injured. So we got some player morale, and oh no, okay, maybe my line changes. I have to make some more changes because Zucker's not liking his. Oh, I know it's not his playing time. It's. Oh, I lost morale because of ice time. No, that was before I made that line change, was it? He's not happy about his performance. Okay, and I don't care about Derek Dorsett. Here, let me just see if I could give him maybe some more. Well, I have him on the the penalty kill, and yeah, I think it should be fine. If he eventually wants to be traded, we'll trade him. But okay, so it seems like we're playing a bit better, but we are still not a very good team. So I hope we get a first overall pick at least this year, because it wouldn't be that bad to get two first overall picks and to start off this franchise mode, and then kind of run with those two prospect guys for the future. So like Nolan Patrick should be NHL ready by maybe not next season, but the season afterwards. So unless he jumps up to an 80 something by then, I don't know, because I've never actually drafted him in a GM mode before. So, and Mikael Granlund's been re-injured, but was a week after his injury ended, so now he has a mild concussion till February 2nd, so that's a little bit of longer. So let me edit the lines and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, guys, so Derek Dorsett is now in his replacement like last time, but on the fourth line. Okay, let's send our scout to. We've scouted everywhere in Canada for forwards. Let's just go defenseman for 6 weeks in Canada everywhere as well, just because I want to get a good Canadian prospect probably. And we got more player morale. Come on, Zucker. Don't be getting pissed off, right? Okay, it's Derek Dorsett. Your lack of ice time, well, who gives a shit about your ice time, Derek Dorsett? You're not going to be on this team much longer. I think his contract actually ends at the end of the season, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah, we're still not very consistent with winning. We won 4 of our last 6 though, so that's a step in the right direction, I guess. And there's a loss against Colorado. Okay, so we're 18-27-5. So we've won 8 games, we've lost 6 games, and we've lost 2 in overtime. So technically we're 8-8 in the last 16, I guess. So not the worst, but not the best either. Let's go right up to the deadline, and then we'll see if there's anything available, or I'll do my due diligence and see if I can find anything available that could help this team in the future. Like maybe we trade away Yannick Hansen to a team that actually would need him. Okay, I'm just gonna edit the lines quickly, and then I'll talk to you guys about that in a sec. So. Okay, guys, so the lines are back as to normal. Hopefully Granlund doesn't get re-injured, but as I was saying is basically we could trade away Yannick Hansen to a cup contending team and maybe get back like a pick or a prospect or something that could help us out in the future. Just go through a bit of a rebuild, but Hansen only has, I think, 1 year left on his deal, so we might not be able to trade him away. Okay, so our record still is looking like shit. We're losing games. Well, we've won 10 at least, and another injury. What the hell is this? I have the injury set to like 10, and it's happening too frequently, so we're getting a lot of injuries. This time it's Vertanen with an injured elbow, and it's for a couple weeks, so I'll see you guys in a sec again. Okay, guys, once again, Derek Dorsett's just replacing who's been injured, which was Vertanen. And we're still not playing consistently enough, which means we're more than likely not going to make the playoffs. But we're getting close to back to 500, which is not too bad, considering we had 21 losses before, and we're now up at 22. So I think we've definitely played a lot better, but we're not that good. So and Virtanen is back. I'm just gonna show you guys this because it's a little quick change. Basically, just scratch Derek Dorsett and replace him with Virtanen, and then put Virtanen up to the second line, Hansen down to the third, and Boucher to the fourth. But if we have the first overall pick, what do you guys think we should go after? Do you think we should go after a defenseman, or do you think we should go after maybe another offensive player, or maybe even another goaltender if Thatcher Demko doesn't grow to be anything huge for us? But he probably will. But what do you guys think we should go after? Because it's kind of hard to think of what we should go after, considering we're going to have two medium elite centers. We're going to have a medium elite defenseman and a medium elite goaltender. Maybe a medium elite right winger or left winger to play alongside of like Nolan Patrick or Bo Horvat. So we're up here at the deadline. Let's see what's available. I'm just going to quickly save as well just in case anything stupid happens. Not that I think that's going to be the case, but let's see. Okay, there you go. And let's see what's available. There's the current standings. We should actually check the player stats before so we can see maybe who we could trade away. We're still like way down at the bottom, I think, of our division. Let's check the standings and then we'll check the player stats and then we'll see what's available. Usually I like to get your guys' inputs on trades we could do, but I don't know if anybody's going to comment in the next while, and this video is only 13 minutes so far, but then again there's going to be some editing involved, so yeah, let's just see entire league. So for goals for, we are probably way down there on the bottom, I assume. Yep, way down there on the bottom. We've only scored 134 goals, and we're 16 goals behind the Boston Bruins, who are the next worst. So that is not good at all. We need more offense. Goals against, we are one of the teams that give up the most. So we're not good offensively and we're not good defensively currently. Our power play is one of the worst as well, 17.1. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. And Columbus has the worst power play, which is kind of funny because they actually have the best power play in real life. The penalty kill is probably one of the worst as well. Yep. Another horrible stat of ours. Let's see. Our home record is 9-15-5, so we're not playing good on home ice, which is kind of weird. Our away record though is pretty good. Is better, 16-15-1. In our last 10, we've been turning it around a bit, 6-3-1, and we're 26th in the entire league. We're not the bottom anymore, but that means we still have a top 5 pick potentially. So let's see who's leading us in goals. Currently it's Sven Barchi with 13, as expected, because I put him on that first line left wing spot. Assist wise, it's Bo Horvat with 28, and power play or point wise, it's Horvat and Granlund and then Barchi. So the first line's taken over, which is good. Then the second line, Suter and Virtanen, Mikael Granlund. Oh wait, it's Marcus Granlund all the way up there. So Marcus Granlund still continuing to put up points on that third line. Let's just check defenseman. So currently Stetcher's leading us in points for defensemen, so that's pretty good considering he's on the 6th defensive pairing. And then Juho Levy's up there as well, and he's up to an 89. Holy shit, that was a huge jump, because literally just like before I started the simulation he was an 84. Now he's up to an 89. Damn, this kid jumps up like crazy when you put him to a medium elite. So yeah, I think I should move Juho Levy up to the top defensive pairing now. Just because, well, he still lists as a top 4 actually, so maybe I'll just leave him there, because maybe he's just playing good with good Branson. Ben Hutton's got 17, good Branson's got 8, Tanev's got 7, and Tramkin's only got 3, but not too bad. Goaltending, how is our goalies? Let's see, Vasilevsky, 19, 25, and 3, not a good record. Not a good goals against, 2.8, and a 912 save percentage is not very good either. Ryan Miller's better in goals against, not a very good record either, 6-5 and 2, and a 915 save percentage. So yeah, both goalies haven't been the best this season, which is kind of surprising, but next year hopefully we get Demko in, and then that will improve our goaltending situation. Ryan Miller will be let go this season no matter what, considering he is 36 years of age or 37 by now. Okay, so let's see what's available. I don't know if I'm going to have to make any trades, but if there's something I want to trade for, I will trade. Actually, let's just go browse trading block. Not go into the trade screen right away. But yeah, if there's something I want to go after, like a prospect that maybe I'll trade away a roster player, and then we could give Derek Dorsett that fourth line ice time, I don't know. But Derek Dorsett's one of those players that I don't really want on the team. But like I said, I think his contract ends soon, so Kopaka still's up there, more picks. Riley Nash, no thank you. Dishon, no, and Cornell, no thanks. Brian Elliott, Lance Boma, and McCollum. I'm not going to get Boma, no. Victor Stahlberg, nah. Chris Kunitz, and Lee Stempniak. Some old vets, mostly from Barbario. Paul Pugavis is still pretty good, though. Like, this guy was, I think, a top 10 pick, and he's on the trading block, and he doesn't have that much trade value either. But we don't really need left wingers. Ollie, Carew, Tangrady, and Callahan, Hendricks, Yager, Yogan, Berra, Spencer Watson still there, Alex Stalock, Makinen, Rene Bourque, Grop. Doesn't seem like there's anything huge actually available that could just help us, or will for the future. Almera, that guy's a top 6 defenseman, but not bad, but Connor Bleakley, Nancy Somola, I think that guy's name is Mike Smith, and Mireles and Pavlik. So yeah, there's nothing really available. I'm gonna quickly just go over the teams like off camera and just see if there's anything that is like available in the red that wasn't listed on the trading block. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, I did find one person, but he's got a bit too much trade value, as for some reason the Ducks want to give up Timothy Liljegren. It would be nice to have Liljegren in a way because he could play with Uelevi, but we'd have to give up probably something huge like our first round pick and maybe another defenseman to get it, but I don't really want to do that, so we're not going to go after Liljegren. And I don't know why the Ducks would want to give up Liljegren, because I know they have a good defensive core already, but why would they want to give up a future number 1 D-man? So yeah, we're not going to make any deals at this deadline, but if there's anything you want me to trade for in the off season, make sure you let me know, because maybe there's some players I could move for that. So some of these guys might just go to free agency. So we start off March with a 4-1 win over the Ducks, and we got scouting assignments. So, but it looks like we are playing better, but hopefully that doesn't really affect our draft position. Like, hopefully the rest of the league is still playing pretty good too. Actually, I wasn't going to go to the United States for 6 weeks. I was going to go defense in the OHL, and then we'll go defense in the WHL. And then we'll go offense in the United States probably. And that's an AHL guy. Doesn't really matter as long as it's not one of those prospect guys that I drafted, which it wasn't. Well, not drafted, but signed, I should say. Okay, so that guy's back. Where was he even playing? Because I don't remember. Who is not even supposed to be on the team? I don't even know where he was playing. I think probably where Hulak was, right? No, maybe not. Oh, Zukhanov should not be scratched, man. God damn it. And we'll just scratch Archibald, I guess. Where are you, Sweat? There you go. Okay, but also I just realized, so Alex Tuck is a 79 now, so he could be NHL bound next season. And Hintz could definitely be NHL bound next season, as he's now up to an 80 overall. And then Rodin's also 80, but Rodin's a bit older. I have seen him go to like an 83, 84 though. Balser's 74. Any other prospects are growing down here? Defensively, Jordan Subban's an 80, so he could jump into the NHL squad next year maybe. Tuola's a 77. Tom Nilsson, 77. And Sotner. Wait, is it scratching players I didn't want scratched? I didn't even go best lines. Seriously. Okay, let me just fix this, guys, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, guys, so I don't know why, but they scratched Jacobs and Breezeball. I want these guys to be in the lineup, obviously, because I want them to grow. So they're back in the lineup. Thatcher Demko's up to a 79, so he's going to be NHL bound starting next season. How's his record been currently this season? Wow, 2012 and 0 2.39 goals against average and a 3 shutouts. So 20 and 12, that's a very good record. So hopefully he has a good year and they go to the playoffs this year. And hopefully he grows to like an 80 something for next season. He'll probably be our backup next season because I don't think he's going to grow higher than an 87. And our record is almost at 500. We're almost 32 and 6. Yep, there we are now. We still have 6. We're 33 and 6. We've definitely played a lot better though. I'll tell you guys what our final record has been since I made those line changes. Once we get to the end of the season, our HL team is 37, 25, and 6. So more than likely, Thatcher Demko and all those young prospect guys are going to get a chance to play in the playoffs. So that is very good, unless one of them goes down with an injury, but who knows. Okay, so 35, 36, and 6. We might be jumping up in the standings, but I don't think we're still a good. Well, I don't think we're gonna get a top 10 pick anymore. Maybe just like a 12th overall pick. Yeah. So let's just sim the rest of the season, and then I'll tell you guys our final record, and we'll look at their player stats and the standings. And then I think that will be this episode. And the next episode will be the draft. Well, maybe we'll sim to the draft already, just so you guys can see the retirements and stuff like that. So we finished the season off 38, 38, and 6. Basically, since I made those line changes, we went 28, 17, and 3. So we did actually very well with those line changes. 28, 17, and 3. So basically we had like 10 more wins, 11 more wins than losses. So very good performance, I guess, near the end, but we still didn't make the playoffs. We did pass Edmonton though, so we definitely won't have the first overall pick this year, but let's check those standings out. Okay, so entire league, we are, where are we? Oh, we're all the way up here. So currently we have the 8th overall pick, but we might move up a bit. And then also the Islanders are tied with us in points, so with the exact same record, but we have more ROW. So yeah, we could potentially move up a bit in the draft. So we won't have the first overall pick, but the Colorado Avalanche are going to get that this year. Hopefully we could still get a good prospect at number 8, because I don't think I want to trade away my first round pick because we're still in that rebuilding stage. Actually, I should check the team stats as well. So I didn't write down what our power play percentage and stuff was, but if you guys remember what it was at the start, let me know, because then we could compare it. So goals for, I know we were the worst for goals for, and we still are 2.24 goals against. So somehow we managed to play good during that second half, but not scoring much goals. Goals against, are we still one of the worst? I think we might have went up. Oh, I know that's not good actually, because it's goals against. Yeah, I think we did better though with goals against as we started to go up in that. So we started to play better defensively, probably because Ulevi's grown. Power play percentage, we had, where are we? Did I see this down there? Yeah, we had one of the worst power plays, still 16.7%. And then our penalty kill, let's see. Our penalty kill, I think, got better. but it's still one of the worst, 81.5%. And our home record 17, 19, and 5, 21, 19, and 1 on the road. And our last 10 was 5, 5, and 0. Okay, let's check player stats quickly. And then I'm going to just do like a jump ahead to when it pops up with the retirements and stuff like that, just to not to waste your guys' time. So goals, Sven Barchi led us with 19 goals. Assist-wise, Bo Horvat led us with 40 assists, and in points, it was Bo Horvat with 56. So pretty good season for Bo. I don't know how that compares to last year. It smokes it out of the water, actually. So, and he was actually a +1. So wow, that's crazy, because I don't remember exactly what his plus minus was at the start. I think it was like a -15 or something, but he managed to get it up to a +1 this season. So that's pretty decent. Sven Barchi's also a +3, so we did change around our plus minus. There's still a lot of badly minus players, but not too shabby. Let's just see plus minus quickly. So yeah, we still had a lot of minus players. Our worst plus minus player was Ben Hutton at a -24. So I don't know if Hutton's a guy that might stay with the team long, and his contract ends next season. He's only making 2.8, which is not too shabby for a 85 overall. Let's just check defenseman for points. So it looks like Troy Stecher took over. Yep, Troy Stecher, 9 goals, 24 assists, 33 points. Then Juho Levy, 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 points. Ben Hutton had 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points. Tanev, 12 points. Goodbranson had 10, and Trampkin had 5 goals. That's not too shabby either. I don't know why I'm saying not too shabby so much. Vasilevsky, his record 29, 33, and 3, so it came almost to being a 500 record. Still really bad goals against average for him, and a bad save percentage. And Ryan Miller went 9, 5, and 2, so he played okay as a backup. Not a good goals against once again, and not a good save percentage, but he got us some W's, which is good. Okay, and yeah, let's check the AHL quickly as well. I know their season might not be completely done yet, but wow. Anton Rodin finishes with 26 goals, which was 11 more goals than the second place player, which was Alex Tuck. Assist-wise, Rupi Hintz, the guy we signed in free agency, he put up 44 assists. So very good season for that guy. Glad I picked him up. And point-wise, he led us as well with 55. Tuck had 45. Let's see what other prospect guys. Gauntz had 34. Gauntz is actually up to an 80 as well, so he could potentially be in the NHL next year, but I don't know if he's going to grow much. Balsers had 32. Subban 30 points. Any other prospect guys? Zukhanov 16, but he didn't even play the entire season because the computer scratched him. Tuola had 13 points and he's still 77, so this guy might not actually grow. He might just stay as a 77. Breezeball had 8, and Jacobs had 3 or only 3 assists. Goalies, how's Thatcher Demko's record? 24, 16, and 2, 2.38 goals against average, and a 917 save percentage. Richard Backman, though, played pretty good as a backup. 14, 12, and 2, though. That's not a good record, but 2.14 goals against average and a 928 save percentage. So the team just did not perform with him in that. Okay, guys, I'm going to advance all the way to the draft and show you guys the draft order and the retirement screen. So see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so our AHL team actually did make the playoffs, so we're just going to quick sim through all these games and see if our AHL team could go far this season. And while we're up 2-0 in the series, are we going to end the series? Yes, we are. We sweep the Binghamton Senators, only allowing 3 goals in 3 games. So our AHL team now has to play Toronto. I know this is going to add a bit more time to the video. I know you guys probably don't want to stick around for this, but think of it this way. It's our young prospect goalie. He's getting a chance to get a team a Calder Cup, but we're going to go out in the second round. I think, yeah. We lost that series 4-1, so at least it's a learning experience for Thatcher Demko. That went quickly, but let's just get up to the draft. and we also want to see where we are drafting this year. I think we're probably going to draft at like number 8 or number 9. I don't know who goes in this draft. This might be the Rasmus Dahlin draft, but I don't know if he's actually in the game, if EA made him or not. So let's go forwards in the United States for the rest of the season. Okay, so it should pop up soon with the Stanley Cup champions, I think. Yep, so the Stanley Cup champions in year number 2 are the St. Louis Blues, and the Calder Cup champions are the Hartford Wolfpack. So we're going to go through the awards as well, I guess. So this might be a little bit of a long episode, guys. Once again, I'm sorry if my episodes are long. It's because sometimes stuff happens that I want to show you guys, but I don't want to save it necessarily for next episode. So currently, well, okay, that's not too bad. We pick with the 9th overall pick this season. The draft order goes Boston with the 1st overall pick, followed by Calgary, New York Islanders, Colorado dropped to 4th. Detroit with number 5, Florida 6, Carolina 7, Edmonton 8, then us 9, Toronto 10, Columbus 11, Nashville 12, Ottawa 13th, and Minnesota with the 14th pick. And let's view the retired players. So Ryan Miller should have retired, right? Yep, Ryan Miller finally decides to dang it up. Thank you for spending 2 seasons with us. You're Ryan Miller. His final record in the NHL, 364, 304, and 2, so pretty good, but he kind of didn't play as good in his later half of his career. The rest of the league, so Luongo retired, former Canuck, obviously, and a couple other guys. Let's just check the all-skaters. So Jaromir Jagr decides to finally hang them up with 2,003 points, so he got over 2,000 points. Very cool. Joe Thornton, again, so a bunch of those guys that would have played way back in like 2004 and stuff like that. So, okay, that's good. Let's just quickly check the awards, and then that will be this episode. So, not too shabby though that we get the 9th overall pick. Hopefully it turns out to be something good. I don't know what prospects go in this draft. So the Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues. President's Trophy this year was the Dallas Stars. The Clarence S. Campbell, obviously the St. Louis Blues, and the Washington Capitals also went to the Stanley Cup Finals. So it was the St. Louis Washington Cup Finals. So once again, Ovi cannot get that cup. Maybe he will break before he retires. Art Ross went to Giroux. Hurt Memorial went to Giroux. Shea Weber gets the Norris. Lady Byng went to Patrick Kane. The Calder went to Dylan Strome this season. Conn Smythe went to Vladimir Tarasenko. So I guess Tarasenko is what brought the Blues that Stanley Cup. Vezina goes to Jonathan Quick. William N. Jennings goes to Martin Jones. Bill Masterton, Adam McQuaid. Patrice Bergeron wins the Selke. Giroux wins the Lindsay. And Maurice Richard goes to Ovi. AHL wise, let's see if Thatcher Demko picked up any awards. Grenier. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the guy we traded away, right? What are the chances? The hell? We traded this guy to Minnesota as part of that deal way back at the start of our franchise mode. And he had a great season with the AHL club, I guess, in Minnesota. That's funny. But yeah, no awards for Thatcher Demko. So that's going to do it, guys, for this episode of our Canucks GM mode. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want me to go after at this draft. Do you want me to go after a defenseman? Do you want me to go after a center again, or a nice winger to play alongside of Nolan Patrick down the road, or maybe another goaltender? Anyways, let me know. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you guys next time.